Don't judge me.
I'm not judging you.
Yes, you are. I can see it in your eyes.
I never judge.
They might be judging me.
They're not judging you. They love you.
Guys, I just got out of the shower. It has been an awesome, lazy Sunday.
Is that what you smell good?
I do smell good,
You
right?
do. You smell
The
great.
laundry smells good. Smell my shirt.
Downy.
No, these are those little beadlet things. What are they called?
Downy beadlets.
Oh, well, they're good. Anyway, I decided to not get ready at all today because I didn't feel like it. So I've laid around my PJs all day, and you know that doesn't ever make you feel good. So then I had to jump in the shower, and here we are.
Back to Q&As. Sorry it's been so long. It's been Thanksgiving week. I'm sure you guys all understand. We had a great Thanksgiving with our families, and we hope that you guys did as well. Monday is tomorrow. Neither of us are looking forward to it. So we're going to do this little Q&A.
Does Mondays suck for anybody else? Mondays are the worst.
Mondays are hard.
They are.
They're just hard.
Boo Mondays.
I don't know if you guys are like us, but like over the weekend, we just kind of let our guard down. We just take it easy. We hang with the girls. You know, we go to church. We relax. And business and the shop and Ashley's lip sense, and we don't think about any of that
Put it all
stuff.
on the back burner for a minute.
And it's hard to go back on Monday. So I'm sure it's the same for all of you guys, whether you're going back to the office or answering emails. Mondays are hard.
Catch-up day.
Let's get to the questions. We really appreciate you guys' feedback. We've gotten so many fun questions, and sometimes we don't always read them all before we answer them. I'll snag a few. Ashley doesn't even know what they are, or vice versa. So it's kind of fun going through them with you guys on here because you're getting like our real reactions. So I've grabbed a few today. We'll just start from the top. This one comes from Mike and Brittany May. Have the girls developed any allergies yet? I don't know if they're more susceptible to allergies as preemies or if it's just a hit and miss thing. I think that's a great question. I've actually heard that a lot too for preemies, but
I don't know. I don't know about the preemie thing, but the girls have not developed any allergies yet that we know of. You're not allergic to anything.
I'm not allergic to anything that I know of.
I'm just allergic to cats, so they make me like I can't breathe and
it's awful when she gets around a cat. Her throat closes up.
I can't.
Eyes start watering.
My eyes are like this
It's
big. My nose is running. Like it is horrible. Like I start wheezing. Like I can't breathe. So I hope that they don't develop that because it's miserable.
They've been great so far though. Everything that they've been subjected to in our environment, foods, anything, we haven't had a problem with at all. And we've talked about that with the doctor pretty much on all of our checkups, and we haven't had any red flags at all. So we feel very blessed in that aspect.
It's been good.
Great question though. All right, let's move on to the next one. This one comes from, let's see. Whoops, we already did that one.
They want to know what your middle name is.
Oh, my middle name's Craig.
Craig. I call him T. Craig, Craigworth, Craigerson.
Craigworth's my favorite.
Craigworth, Craigie. Those are like all his names that I call him all day long.
Craigworth's more endearing. It's more when she's just like saying it to me in a loving tone.
Craigworth.
What do you say when you're mad at me though?
Craiger?
Yeah, Craiger. Craiger's the mad tone. Craigworth is like...
It's more so like when I'm mad, I'm like, Craig. Like
Yeah.
you get the actual middle name.
I
It's
get
just
the
Craig.
real name, so. Tyson Craig. Yeah, it came from one of my dad's good friends. His name was Craig, and he had an impact in his life, and that's where that name comes from. So I've never met him, though. It's kind of weird. I was named after somebody I've never met, but I do know where it comes from. So there you go. Let's see. This one that was from Jenny Boyer, by the way. All right, next question comes from Leslie Shepard. She asked, in a previous Q&A, Tyson mentioned that when you guys were younger, money was a little tight. Do you have any ideas of special things you can do for your significant other when money is not super available? I actually have a great answer for this one with the holidays coming up and everything.
Are we on the same page?
Probably.
I just thought of the same thing. We haven't even talked about it, and I was going to go next, but I think you're just going to do it.
Let's see if we're on the same page. So for my 30th birthday, was it?
No, it's different.
No? Oh, it's different. Okay.
But go ahead.
So for my 30th birthday, Ashley gave me like one of the best, funnest, most incredible birthday gifts. And it's something I still look at today and cherish, and I know I always will. And what she did was she called and messaged all my friends and my close family and people that really meant a lot to me. And she had them all write me a letter and just talk about our relationship and what it entailed and what I meant to them and things that, that we've experienced together. Fun memories. And so it was really awesome to get this book, this binder full of everybody's thoughts and memories about me, from, my mother to my aunts and uncles to best friends to brothers, siblings. It was just awesome to get that. And literally, Ashley can testify, I probably sat and read that book for like a week straight. I just kept reading the people's thoughts and memories over. And so, what a cool gift. And it probably cost maybe $10 to put together for the binder and the pages and stuff.
Yeah, not too much.
Really, it was just time and effort. And, that for me meant more than anything else. And so if you're a little on a tight budget, there's always awesome ideas like that are very sentimental, and they mean so much, and you cherish them for the rest of your life. What was yours?
That's like a really good one, but I'm just thinking, like, I was thinking more of like things that you can do together, like more date night type ideas. And I, like, when we were super broke, when we were first married, we like didn't have any money to even go to the movies or anything. But Tyson has like collected movies his entire life. And so we have so many like DVDs. And one Christmas, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
One Christmas, I took all of our Christmas movies that we have, like Christmas Vacation and Elf
Home
and Home Alone, all of them. And I wrapped them up like a present. So I wrapped them up like a present. And then I went to the dollar store and I bought a whole bunch of candy and popcorn and I put it in a basket. And then we did like hot chocolate, all sorts of stuff. I just put it all in a basket. And then like every other night or on the weekends or however, we didn't have any kids, and so we could watch a movie every other night. But
just when we had a night off together.
Yeah, we would just pick, one of us would take a turn and pick a movie and unwrap it, and that would be the movie we'd watch. And then we would unwrap, we would each unwrap a candy, and that was the candy that we got. And so that just kind of made like what we already had, like we already had these movies and we watched them a million times, but it just made it fun.
It was a fun date night. It was exciting because you didn't know which movie you were going to unwrap. And there were movies that we both loved and liked to watch all the time anyway. So, it was really cool. Ashley's very creative, as you can tell. Like, she always comes up with these fun, creative things. And I'm sitting over here like, well, I don't know creative. So, anyways, those are some ideas that we do in our house. And hopefully they're helpful to you and they can spark some other ideas. There's lots of them out there like that, though. Thank you for that question, Leslie. Let's see. Let's skip to the next one. Okay, here's Kathy Hildebrand has an interesting question. Love the Q&As. Have you thought about preschool? Pre-K is now a requirement in my state. Is it in Utah? And are you thinking public, private? I do not believe pre-K is a requirement here in Utah.
Oh my gosh.
Most of our friends and family have done something like that.
I went to preschool.
Yeah, Ashley did. I did not. And so I never even thought about that until recently when people were talking about that. And I was like, oh, preschool. I didn't do preschool. That's weird. But Ashley did. So
I did. And I still remember like different activities and stuff that we would do in preschool. And I loved it. So honestly, I think like it's great socialization for the girls. Like, the girls, yeah, they have each other, but they're only used to, like, being, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, they're only used to each other. They're not used to other kids. And so, like, I like to take them to nursery at church and stuff like that, just to kind of socialize them with other kids so that, they know how to be social.
Integrated.
Yeah, integrated. Thank you.
I was like,
what is the word? Yeah. And so I think that preschool is a great idea, and it would give us some time to get some work done.
Yeah, I don't think it hurts at all. I definitely think it's a great idea. Your kid's going and they're learning something new and they're meeting new kids and new friends, and so I think that's great. It's a couple hours a day, maybe a couple days a week. It's definitely something we'll look into. So I think that's a wonderful question. As far as public-private school goes, we've gone back and forth on this. Obviously, we both went to public schools growing up, but I think times have changed, and there's a lot of questions that we have as parents, and so that's something we'll look into a little bit harder when we get closer to that point. But I think there's a lot of good schools out there. There's some great educational programs, and we want to make sure we can give our kids the best that we can, and so that's what we're going to look for. Ashley's telling me to move on to the next question.
Go on.
She thinks I talk too much.
Sometimes he just says the same thing over and over in 10 different ways.
Do I repeat myself a lot? Just slap me in the face if I do. That's what Ashley does. Sometimes I need a wake-up call. So this one's from Kristen Sterling. How is Scarlett's finger? Did the nail grow back? Great question. I'm actually going to write a blog about that this week. So
Take a picture of it.
Yeah, I've got lots of pictures. I actually took some today. So
Did you?
I did. So I'm going to share that blog with you guys this week. But to answer that quickly, her finger is doing great. But definitely check out the blog. I'm going to have some updated pictures on that, as well as our last doctor appointment and how everything's going to today. Okay, let me get to the next one. Do you have anything you want to say while I'm fishing out this other one, baby?
Nope.
Does it smell like broccoli in here?
Yes. I cooked a good dinner tonight, though, so it's okay.
Yeah, we had broccoli in our casserole, and our house still smells like broccoli.
It's all right. His unhealthy obsession with Bath and Body Works will definitely fix the trick.
Why is it unhealthy?
Because you have way too many candles.
You can never have too many candles.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, this one came from the YouTube. This one's from Chelsea Woolard. When do you think you will get the girl's first haircut?
I don't know. I don't want to do that. I love that like Ezzy has like her little curls, and even Scarlett and Evie, their hair at the very bottom curls. Like Indy and Ezzy's, there's like ringlets, and Scarlett and Evie just kind of curls. And I don't want to cut it off because I'm scared that it's going to be gone.
Me too. I'm like, it's the hardest thing for us, I think, right now. We're not even thinking about cutting their hair.
Yeah,
so
I don't want to cut their hair.
Evie and Scarlett's hair is growing in so thick and so great right now. I mean, their hair's doing great. I don't think they need a haircut.
I don't know. They say that if you like give it a little trim, it helps it grow faster, which I would like it to grow faster because it grows like this, like right into their face. And so if it was longer, at least I could tuck up behind their ears.
They look like Christian Slater from the 90s.
Yes.
We actually should cut Indy and Esme's hair then because it's struggling a little bit.
No, but they have the cute curls.
They've got like the business in the front, party in the back.
Hey, no, they don't.
Yeah, they do. All right, next question. This one comes from a couple more I got. Devin Burns. Are you guys still close with the Busbys? Especially Tyson and Adam, our bromance. It's cooled a little bit, I'll tell you. We've both been extremely busy. We still follow them. I'm sure they still follow us.
Messaged Danielle just the other day.
Yeah, and we still text, but they've been filming a ton, as you guys know. Outdaughtered's on TV right now. Their season 2 just started. It premiered a couple weeks ago. And so they've been extremely busy. Adam still works a full-time job on top of that. So
on top of having Quince.
On top of having Quince, another daughter. I mean, he works 40+ hours a week, outside of the home. So, and then their schedule is so busy. I mean, and I think that's why we've clicked is we're on the same page. And it's been kind of a good thing that we've had somebody like that to, kind of rely on and answer questions and just kind of chit chat with, don't you think?
It's been a great friendship.
It's been a great relationship.
They're awesome people.
Really awesome.
Way
Definitely
awesome.
encourage you to watch their show, Outdaughtered. It's on TLC. Check it out. But yeah, we still talk. Not as much as we have done in the past, but we're both really busy right now. And hopefully in the off season, we'll get together on a vacation or something.
Hopefully when all of the girls are bigger,
I was gonna
their girls
say,
and our girls, we can get together.
We joked we were going to go on vacation together, but I don't know if there's any hotels that would accommodate us.
That doesn't sound like a vacation.
Yeah. Great question, though. Let's see. Next one. Oh, this is from Morgan McFarland. This actually came in a couple days ago. She wanted me to say happy birthday to her on her birthday. I think it was yesterday. So I'm saying it to you today. I just caught this morning. So sorry I'm late, but happy birthday, Morgan. Thank you for following us. We appreciate, your support so much. And we always like getting little messages like this. If we can catch them, we're happy to give you a shout out and say hi. And if the girls were here, we'd have them do it too. But thank you so much for your support. I've just got, I think, two more. Let me get this one first because I promised Abbie. This one's from Abbie Olson, and she said, do the girls know each other by name? Great question.
I know they know their own name.
I think they're getting close to that because we've done the kind of where's Indy, where's Esme, or give Evie a kiss, give Scarlett a kiss, and they know who they're going to.
Most of the time.
Most of the time when we do that, the sister that we're asking about is usually right next to them. But I'm actually going to test this out tomorrow. That's
Yeah.
actually a good question. I want to know if they know.
Because normally I'm always just like, give Sissy a kiss.
Yeah.
So I don't.
We should actually do that. We're going to
Sissy.
do that tomorrow. I'm going to get back to you on that one, but I'm pretty sure that they do. I'm going to ask one on one side of the room about a sister on the other side of the room and see what she does. So
Yeah, it's my favorite though, like that the girls know their names, but not only their names, like all their nicknames. So many people in the beginning were like, oh my gosh, you guys shouldn't do nicknames. It's going to confuse them. I can tell you right now, Indy knows when I call Indy or Pie or anything else. Like she knows
all her names.
She knows all her names.
They all do.
All of them know all their names. So
they are smart girls.
it's not confusing for them.
Great question, though. Also, do they have conversations with each other that you actually can understand? Not really right now. Scarlett and Evie have their own language that they talk in, and I think Indy and Ezzy do too. They talk a lot in the mornings to each other.
Indy and Ezzy actually talk.
They use words.
Like just today, I was, oh my gosh. No, I'll just put the clip right here because it was really cute. Right here. Yeah, 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 yeah. We shall have no pie. Ezzy is literally singing every word of this song. Last week she was just saying yeah, 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 yeah. And now she's saying we shall have no pie. Good job, Andy. That was Andy's first time. Yeah, good job. So big. There's the clip.
Okay, this one's from Beth Brown. So far, have you had to institute any kind of timeout type of behavior control? How do you feel about this as a tool? Do you have any other methods that you can share? So we're actually just getting to this point right now. The girls are actually getting to the point now where they're doing something we don't want them to do, and we tell them no. And they look at us, and they know, I think they know what we mean.
They know.
Evie will actually turn around and say, no, 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 no. And then she'll continue to do what she's doing. So
you'll say, Evie, and she'll go, no, no, no. And then she'll go and do it again.
Some of them are better at stopping. Esme's really good at when you tell her no, she'll usually walk away. Sometimes she'll come back, but she'll always walk away. Scarlett is probably the worst.
She's the one that's like, she'll go to do something and then look at you and like smile and like wait for you, and then she'll touch it anyway.
Or she's almost waiting for you to tell her no, like, so she can do it. So we've actually we've just started implementing the timeout. That we actually put Scarlett in timeout today. She went in her crib for maybe a minute or two, but just to take her away from the situation. Hey, mom said no, dad said no. Take her away from that. Put her in her timeout for a minute, and hopefully there's some sort of connection in their brain. Oh, dad doesn't want me to do that. But we're still learning and growing. We're rookie parents. I'm sure there's parents out there who know a lot more about this than we do. So maybe they can chime in on that question.
We do not claim to be expert parents.
All right. This gal had a couple questions. I'm going to try and answer all of them. She had some really good questions. This is going to be the last one of the night. She's got 4 questions. Her name is Connie Thompson. And let's just start with number 1. Where did you come up with the name A Miracle Unfolding? I mean, it's obvious that it is what we were watching. Just think it's creative.
That was all on my sister Leslie. When we found out we were having quadruplets, our announcement went viral on the internet, and I woke up the next morning to like thousands of friend requests. And I was like, at this point in my pregnancy, I was a complete basket case. And so, hey, I was a total basket case, and I was like so sick, and I was just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know how to handle all of this. And so my sister just created a Facebook page for me, and she's super creative, and she was just like, okay, A Miracle Unfolding, Gardner Quadruplets, because she's watched our story unfold for the last 10 years.
And boom, there it was.
There it is. So
and
that
it's stuck,
all goes to
and it's
Leslie.
Gone. And we've actually taken that and used it for our name on our Etsy business, which has been perfect because we do swaddle blankets. So A Miracle Unfolding just seemed perfect. We were like, oh, hey, yeah, this is going to tie right in. So
it fits perfectly.
It's been great.
It was the perfect name.
Thank you, Leslie. Okay, number 2. I often see some mean, rude, or even nasty comments often disguised as advice. Yes, we see these every day. How does that affect your relationship with the media, and how do you cope with it? honestly, you can pull that out of a crowd, really. Me and Ashley have become very good at finding the needle in the haystack, and we just don't give those any attention. It's very hard. Let me lead into your question 3 because it ties into that. Spin-off from last question, do you ever really want to respond to say comments, but find yourself refraining to do so? And if so, why?
Okay, so to be completely honest, we have grown tougher skin over the years. I don't have tough skin, so some of them still really get to me. Tyson has tougher skin, but some of them get to you too.
They do.
But honestly, when we really sit down and think about it, it's like, there is 99.9% positive. Like, all of you guys are amazing and so supportive and so kind. And for me to let this one person get to me is wrong, because there's so many more positive people. There's always going to be someone out there who is going to say something horrible or hurtful or mean or it's just how it is. People think that when you're in the public eye that's just their right to, like, they chose to be public, so I get to say whatever I want, which I actually completely disagree with, to tell you the honest truth. I feel like, just because I'm out in the public on the internet doesn't mean that I'm not a human and I don't have feelings, but some people still feel that way, and I can't control that. So we just try and be positive and push through, and we don't need it, and so we'll just ban them and delete them. That's it. They're gone.
Pretty simple. I like it, babe. Good answer. Are there certain topics or areas of your lives that you have decided not to discuss or show due to controversy? If so, examples. I don't think there's anything that we don't show due to controversy.
There's one, that I can think up right off the top of my head, and it's disciplining the girls. I won't show you guys how we discipline the girls. I'm not going to vlog me putting one of the girls in timeout, because I feel like that's mean. I feel like they don't want to remember that when they're older, and I feel like it's just not necessary. Like, that's just something that's personal and private, and we put out this positive, happy vibe. I'm not going to show you me punishing my children, which I think that it's funny. You'll get some comments where people think that we just don't punish our children because they don't see it on the vlog. Like, well, we do.
Well, that's kind of what I was going to go into is I personally, I don't think there's anything that we don't show due to controversy. I see Ashley's point on that one, but there's a lot that we don't show due to our own privacy. It's very hard being public and, showing so much of your lives and still retaining, something to feel somewhat, normal. In the beginning, even our friends would look at us sometimes and just be like, I felt like they wouldn't say certain things in front of us, or they wouldn't share certain things in front of us. They didn't know what was going to be put out into the public eye. And so it's definitely a fine line that I think that we walk. But me and Ashley have had these discussions, and there are certain things that we just do not discuss in the public. And there's certain aspects in our lives that we keep private for ourselves and for our daughters. And we would hope that, our followers would respect that, which I think you guys do a great job of. There's always a few people that kind of cross the line and push and prod and, think they need to know everything about your lives. That's fine if they want to ask those questions, but we're not going to answer them, and it's as simple as that. There are things that we keep private, and we do it for a reason. There's things in your lives that are very private, I'm sure of, and I would never ask you questions that would make you uncomfortable or ask you things that you don't want to share or that you don't need to share. So I would hope that everybody would respect that about Ashley and I. We've done, I think, a tremendous job of sharing as much as we can, because I think we both feel responsibility to do so. We've been blessed immensely, and God has given us these 4 wonderful miracles. We will share that. We will continue to share that. We'll share our faith, and we'll share the reason that we do what we do every single day. But there are still aspects of our life that we want to keep private, and we want to just keep for ourselves. And, I could go off on this topic forever, because people always, they say the darndest things sometimes, and you're like, you just watched 15 minutes of my day. There's 24 hours in a day. Can you really tell me everything about our lives and our kids and everything that we've done, our parenting, everything like that, and just watching those 15 minutes. I don't think I could do that about anybody else, but these are just the little things, and that's what I'm talking about. So, I mean, we give you guys these glimpses, and we try and kind of cover, a wide range of our day, just 'cause you can see what's going on. But there are things that we don't show. We're not going to show. We're not comfortable showing. We want to keep them to ourselves, and I hope everybody respects that. Was that a long-winded answer? Did you want me to shut up a long time ago? Okay.
No, I didn't. You covered it really, really well.
Anything else you have to add to that? Because that's our last question of the night.
No, I don't think so. I think that, I think we covered a lot tonight, and we'll get to more later.
Thank you for watching the Q&As. We have so much fun doing these, and if you guys have a question for us, leave it in the comments. You can leave it in the YouTube comments, or when I post over to our Facebook page, you can put it on there, and we'll grab them off there for the next one.
Bye, guys.
See you tomorrow.
They're the Gardner Quad Squad.